Hello and welcome to Shell Point Today for Wednesday, July 6th. I'm Rich Nation.
And I'm Mary Kate Grimaldi. On today's show, Ruth Deuber meets at the home of David and Marge Lee to cook up a delicious recipe with sautéed shrimp and artichoke hearts. And we'll find out what's happening at the Island Salon and Spa.
But first, we want to remind you about tomorrow's opportunity to explore your inner painter. This is a fit for everyone, regardless of artistic ability, to receive step-by-step instruction from an experienced local artist. Come and enjoy creating and having fun with your Shell Point neighbors at 1 p.m. in the Sabal Room of the Woodlands. All supplies will be provided and light refreshments will be served. The cost of the class is $35 and you'll need to sign up at either service desk.
And now it's time to take you to Fontina to visit the home of Marge and David Lee. Ruth Deuber has dropped by to lend a hand in this What's Cooking segment. David prepares a special dish of shrimp and artichoke sauté. Everything from spices to deveining shrimp. It's all in this week's episode of What's Cooking.
Hello, I'm Ruth Deuber.
And I'm David Lee, and it's What's Cooking at Shell Point.
Right.
Today we're going to cook my friend Susan's shrimp and artichoke sauté. And I just wanted to say to you, this is a really simple, but can be an elegant or just a very quick way to have a nice little dinner. So the ingredients we have, I like to use fresh shrimp, and I'll talk about how to make it simpler. We're cooking this for two right now. So shrimp, and something many people don't use, Fontina cheese, and that's 3 ounces grated, and artichokes, and it's a half a can, and I got 2 different kinds at
Yes, I was
Publix.
going to ask you questions about artichokes because they have several different kinds on the shelf at Publix. They have the quarters, they have the halves, and they have the bottoms and everything. Is there anyone in particular that you like to work with? Which one?
Well, I use the quarters only because it's less work.
Okay,
Okay,
alrighty.
and
the
so
quarters,
I drain them, and it's just half a can of
And so
artichokes.
it's not the marinated.
Yeah, you can. Most of them come marinated.
Oh, really?
But actually,
Okay.
this one doesn't. So actually, these were on sale this week, Ruth. So
Oh,
I got
okay.
2 cans
Well, that's
of
a
them.
good reason.
Yeah. And so then this calls for 3 different herbs: dried thyme, basil, and oregano. And it seems like overkill, but that's what kind of gives it, between that and the Fontina, gives it a unique flavor
Oh, it would be.
that we're
It
not
would be
used to.
great. Can't wait.
So
Can't wait.
anyway,
Alrighty.
we should start. We'll go over, and I want to show you how to devein shrimp if you haven't done that before. And you don't have to do this. I was at Publix the other day, and they had shrimp already deveined. So I peel it all off very quickly, except for the last pit to leave the tail on. And then on the back, you just slice down with a nice knife, and you take out the vein. Like so. I'll do one more. Open up just a little vein out of here. And if you want to make this simpler, just go to Publix and buy them already deveined. There you have it. I've already started to warm up my 1.5 tablespoons of butter. So this is a half a can, and I drained them so they're ready to go. And I must confess that we don't use garlic, but some people use garlic with this, and I usually don't even put it in. That's why on the recipe you'll find online they call it optional, just to make it easier. I don't want to saute the shallots too much. And by the way, for all our stoves, I usually cook this between 5 and 6 on the stove. Then we're going to add, and I shake it around, stir it around a little bit, just for a few seconds. because we don't want to burn any of the herbs. And now, this recipe is as easy to do for 1, 2, 4. You could do 4 in this pan, otherwise you'd have to do a few. And we'll time it here. We don't have to. I don't ever want to overcook my shrimp. A lot of times it's so easy to overcook them. So the first side I've found with this temperature on our stoves is 3 minutes.
And I like the fact that you did use the shallots. You spoke about that before, that you can't eat the garlic.
We don't.
So
I
that's
don't
right.
like garlic,
and so that is
so
a
I
good
substitute
substitute.
shallots. Yep,
That's right. That's
absolutely.
a great substitute. So.
Yeah, and leave them off if you.
Oh, that's right.
because
You don't have
oftentimes
to.
you
But
won't have one in your house.
I think
and-
there's enough flavor in everything that you
Everything,
don't really
yep.
need it. But
Yeah, just to make it as easy as possible.
That's right.
For people. And that's the other thing I'm saying is you can buy deveined shrimp already,
yeah.
or when we get ready to turn this, if you buy already cooked shrimp,
Okay.
when we turn it, you can just put the cooked shrimp in,
That's right.
the final phase,
Okay,
and save you a lot of time.
I'm for that.
But I got to tell you,
I know,
I've
we
only
gotta
lived
do
in
it
Florida
this
2
way.
years now.
That's right.
And I got to tell you, the pink shrimp down here, I love them. So
Okay. Good. Yeah. Those are beautiful, really.
when I'm cooking, I always clean up after myself. So we're almost ready to turn them. And as Ruth, I always like to clean up as I go, so that when we sit down to eat,
Yes.
I've got no dirty dishes laying
That's
around
right.
here.
Well, it's better for your guests. They don't have to look at them in the kitchen. Yeah.
That's right, yeah. Okay, so we're down to the last few minutes, so now I'm going to toast my bread, which I already have in the, and my 3 minutes are up. So we'll turn them around, and they're just nice and sauteed here a little bit.
They look beautiful.
And they've all got some herbs on them. And now, for my, put the artichokes on. And my grated cheese. We cover it for no more than 2 minutes, and it'll
You
be
do
done.
leave the burner on at the same
Yes,
time. You
I leave the burner on.
Okay.
And cover it. Now, the recipe calls for toasting the bread. It calls for thin sliced bread, and it says to take the crust off, but Ruth, I like the crust left
sure.
on.
What gives a little extra
So-
crunch?
So we're going to get ready. And while we're waiting for that to finish up here, Ruth, we can't help it, but when melons are in season, you've got to have melon.
Absolutely. Got to
And-
use melons now.
And just to think about with some prosciutto on it, and I happen to have gone to the little Italian deli and brought the Italian prosciutto, but you can get some wonderful prosciutto.
Yeah, that's what you can
at the
get
deli
at
at Publix
Publix.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just exactly 2 minutes into it. Cheese is melted, and we're ready to put this on your plate, Ruth.
Okay.
Now for us, we have found for dinner that 5 shrimp is what we want. If you want more, you can do that, or less. So I put 3 on one and 2 on the other. And we've cooked this whole meal in about 8 minutes. So
Well, it is quick. One pan. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know not everybody does it, but parsley adds a little flavor to everything. And so we always like to put a little parsley in it, on it. Not required, but just the extra flavor sounds good. So, Ruth,
We're going to need
there
a fork.
you have
Dave.
it, huh?
We're going to need a fork, Dave.
Well, now that you asked for it, Ruth,
my goodness.
we're
All
ready
right.
to go here.
Okay.
How's that look to you?
Wonderful.
Huh?
Now we can enjoy.
Enjoy. So there you have it.
All righty. Oh, love this. I'm going to take a bite here.
Well, as soon as you do, I will.
I bet it's a little hot. I want to taste that sauce.
There you have it.
That's a wonderful flavor, David.
Thank you.
Thank
Isn't
you
it
so
though?
much.
It's-
Yes,
Thanks.
pretty
I
enjoyable.
hope you enjoy it too. Invite us over and we'll help cook with you.
Well, I don't know about that, but that's all right.
Okay.
I'll put it up on the website for you.
Great.
And we hope you'll try it. And join us again next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And now it's time to visit the place where all of your dreams of beautiful skin, hair, and nails come true. I'm speaking of the Island Salon and Spa and that special Shell Point artist of beauty, Robyn Church. Let's see what's happening at the salon today.
Hi, my name is Robyn, and I'm the Salon and Spa Manager here at Shell Point, and I am in the Island Salon, and I just wanted to share with you some good tips in just helping communicate with your stylist. As you know, stylists are very artistic, and they're usually visual learners. So anytime that you can find a photo or a picture of some kind of a style that you like, it's always very helpful in communicating with your stylist. Even if you like several things, but from different pictures. Say you like the bang in one picture, and then you like how it's fringed around the sides in another picture. Or perhaps you like it stacked in the back. It's always helpful anytime, we know the basic terms, but it's always helpful when you have a picture. For example, sometimes people will come in and they'll say they want a pixie. A pixie can be different things to different people and different lengths. So it's not always descriptive enough to just say that you'd like a pixie. Or say you'd like a bob, but maybe you'd like a layered bob, maybe you'd like it chin length or shoulder length, with a bang, without a bang. And this is why pictures are so helpful. We do have some great style books in the salon, and we also have some magazines that have some pictures in there of some current styles. But that will really help you. Another thing that just to share with you is on length. All stylists have combs that have inches marked on the comb, because if someone comes in and says they'd like a ½ an inch cut off just to trim it up, well, a ½ an inch to the stylist is going to be like this because she's looking at her comb, but your ½ an inch may be like this, or it may be like this. So that's why it's always good to just kind of confirm how much you would like cut off, showing it visually. And the stylist can point that out on her comb to make sure everyone's on the same page. I hope these tips were helpful, and we really enjoy serving you in all of the salons, and hope that you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, Academy news, menus, and Village Church connections.
Well, hello and happy Wednesday. This is the happening segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Katelyn Van Scoy, and I'm here to give you all of today's activities. We start at 8 o'clock with pickleball at the game courts. And also at 8, men's round robin tennis will be going on at the Woodlands tennis courts. Lily and Company Jewelers will be here for their weekly service at 8:45 in the Resident Activity Center. And Geraci Travel will be in the Egret room from 9 to 12 to help you with all your personal traveling needs. The Watercolor group with Phil Hilton will be meeting at 9 o'clock in the art studio. Then we move to 10 for men's match play tennis at the Woodlands. 10:15 is the time for the Model Yacht Sailing Club to be meeting at the Woodlands Commons Lake. And our last morning activity is 11:30, a Health Connections class, Agility, Balance, and Flexibility. That's in the Tarpon Room. At 12:45, Advanced Strength and Conditioning, a Health Connections class, will be held in the Tarpon Room. And at 1, there's chess going on in the Library Lounge. We move to 1:45 for a Health Connections class, Osteo Break Free, in the Tarpon Room. And 3 o'clock is the time for Pilates Stretch in the Tarpon Room. At 5 o'clock, the singles table is available at the Crystal Dining Room. And we round out our Wednesday with Prayer and Praise at 7:15 at the Village Church. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Terry Koleth with your Academy information for Wednesday. At 9 o'clock, smartphone videography begins in the Sable Room at the Woodlands. Sign up is required. At 12:30, Get Crafty in the Shell Point Woodshop will begin for those who have signed up in the Woodshop in the tunnel on the island. At 1 o'clock, Intermediate Bridge continues in the Game Room at the Woodlands. We have a new class coming tomorrow, and it is Coloring for Adults. Get into the new adult coloring craze with Karen Hubbard of Lakewood as our instructor.
Menus for Wednesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is a baked pork chop with herbed rice pilaf and roast cauliflower. For dinner, they are featuring their a la carte menu, and the soup of the day is minestrone. In the Island Cafe, the sandwich special is a turkey pastrami on a Kaiser with potato salad for $7.75. Dinner specials in the Palm Grill are crispy flounder with roasted tomatoes and capers for $16.95, or grilled sirloin steak also for $16.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Welcome to Village Church Connections. I'm David Pavey, and I'm happy to introduce to you Bonnie Bishop and Charlotte White. Welcome, ladies.
Oh, great to be here.
How'd you like my sleigh bells?
Oh, I love it. Puts us in the mood for Christmas.
Well, exactly. This is
Yeah.
Christmas in July.
It is.
Have you ever heard of such a thing?
I have.
I feel a little conspicuous with this hat on, but anyway, welcome to Christmas in July.
Thank you.
Now, what's this all about? What's this box? Tell me.
Well, this is a box. It used to be a shoe box years ago, but they've designed it now so that it's decorated, and all you have to do is fill it. And we have all kinds of little things. A lady at the Shell Point makes these dolls, and then the men in the workshop make these little cars, and these are great things for little ones. We put in a shirt and some socks and an activity book on the Bible.
Can't wait to see what's next.
Oh, and jump ropes. What else is in there, Charlotte?
Oh, we have crayons, and we have washcloths, and we have a soap dish with soap inside, which is very precious in some countries. And it's good to put the soap in the box because if you're taking a bath in the lake, it's hard to keep track of soap on the rocks. And
pencil sharpener.
Pencil sharpener with pencils.
Yeah.
And we have...
There's toothpaste.
This goes on and on.
Oh, it goes on, yeah.
Balloons.
It's like when you had your grandchild or your child at home and you wanted to fill a stocking for them. This takes the place of the stockings that...
Well, who gets these boxes?
And they get sent on a big ship to faraway places, and the missionaries use it as a tool for explaining the joy of Christmas.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, what organization sponsors this? Because I'm sure this isn't just a Village Church project.
This is Samaritan's Purse, which comes under the umbrella of Franklin, his son, right?
Oh, wonderful.
And this is called Operation Christmas Child.
Right.
And like Bonnie said, Samaritan's Purse Ministry sponsors Operation Christmas Child. So some children in some faraway lands don't have any presents.
No, true enough.
And this is their only present.
Right.
And it's very meaningful to them to receive things that are practical and yet fun for children.
Right.
So this comes up in November?
Yes, yes. We get together in October and construct the boxes. And then as soon as the boxes are made, about the 18th of October, everyone's welcome to pick up a box, 1 or 2, as many as they'd like, take it home and fill it and bring it back the first Sunday in November.
November, yeah.
Yes.
We got so what's the point of bringing it up in July? Why Christmas in July?
Well, 'tis the season, and when one is away, many of the people at Shell Point travel in the summertime.
Right.
And in their shopping experiences, they might see something that would just suit the fancy of a small child and pick it up and bring it home and put it in the box.
That's fantastic.
True, and also it's the beginning of the school year.
Yes.
A lot of stores have things on sale.
Right.
And that's a good time to pick up things for the shoe boxes also.
Yes.
I know we had a goal last year of 400. I think we did 380 last year.
Almost 400. Yes.
Almost 400. So
Right.
what's the goal this year then?
450 boxes. Yeah. Yeah.
So is this just for Village Church people?
It's for Village Church members, visitors, residents in Shell Point who see this on television, employees of Shell Point, or if you have a friend outside of the complex, they're welcome to join too.
Wonderful.
Yes,
Well, it
yes.
sounds like a wonderful project.
And it's an international project. Churches from all over are filling shoe boxes.
That's wonderful. You have a sense of community in
Yes,
doing this.
yes.
I believe last year over 8 million boxes were
Oh,
given
my
out.
word.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Wow,
Quite
that's
an
fantastic.
operation,
Yes.
Operation Christmas Child.
A lot of hearts were touched.
Good. Well, thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for sharing this time
Yes.
and for having a little bit of Christmas in July.
Merry Christmas, everyone, in
Merry
advance.
Christmas. And thank you for tuning in once again to Village Church Connections.
Thanks for joining us for today's program. Join us again tomorrow when Director of Resident Life Laura Slack will talk about the Summer Concert Series. And Jeff Corey of the Legacy Foundation brings a guest attorney by the studio to talk about estate planning. Until then, this has been Shell Point Today for Wednesday, July 6th. I'm Rich Nation.
And I'm Mary Kay Grimaldi. We thank you for spending time with us today, and we hope the rest of your day is great. We'll see you again tomorrow.